Hey guys, welcome back to the Project B-Ball podcast. My name is Akash Shane, and today I'm going to be conducting another episode of the review series on our channel. I'm going to be going over the games on Monday, from Monday to Tuesday, which is 8 games, and these games are extremely exciting as the playoffs started. So first, let's go over the Jazz versus the Nuggets. This game was insane. We had Donovan Mitchell coming out and scoring 57 points. This game was absolutely crazy. But the Nuggets were able to edge out the Jazz by 10 points because of an amazing performance by Jamal Murray. He dropped 36 points as well. So let's move on from that one, and we're going to go on to Nets versus Raptors. This game was as expected. The Raptors won. I'm a Nets fan, and I didn't really think they were going to win. Obviously, I hoped they would. We had solid performances all around. Joe Harris had 19, Jared Allen had 15, Karis LeVert had 15, Garrett Temple had 12, and Timothy Cabarrett had 26. On the Raptors end of things, Fred VanVleet stood out and had 30 points. Serge Ibaka dropped 22. And 14-point win for the Raptors. Final score, 110 to 134. Next, we got the Boston Celtics versus the 76ers. Jason Tatum and his crew were able to edge out this one. Jason Tatum had an amazing performance. He came out and dropped 32 points. Jaylen Brown dropped 29 of his own. They won the game by 8 points. Joel Embiid played really good as well. He dropped 26 points with 16 rebounds. Other than that, Alex Burks dropped 18 points for the 76ers. Let's move on. Next game we're going to talk about is going to be the Mavericks versus the Clippers. Now this was a really good one. It was an extremely interesting game in the first half, but sadly Kristaps Porzingis got ejected for slightly shoving Marquise Morris. So I definitely did not agree with this ejection at all. It was really terrible to eject him for just like slightly shoving Marcus Morris. Sorry, I think I might have said Marquise Morris, but it's Marcus Morris. He slightly shoved him and he got ejected for that. I don't think that was really fair. That kind of costed the Mavericks the game. The Mavericks could have easily won this one, even though the Clippers had a 10-0 lead in the beginning, or an 18-2 or something like that. The Mavericks pulled through and they were actually winning when Kristaps got ejected. So pretty unfortunate for them. Some other performances for this Mavericks team was Luka dropping 42 points. Extremely incredible for a player under. I think this week they had 4 players under 25 dropping like over 30 or something at the same time. Or I'm not too sure, but the younger players were really stepping it up this week. So now talking about the games from Tuesday, we had the Magic versus the Bucks. The Magic edged out the Bucks. The Magic edged out the Bucks in this one by 12 points. Giannis played like okay, but the Magic just like outscored them, and they had a lot of standout scores. For the Magic, the lead scorer was Nikola Vucevic with 35 points, and they won by 12 points. So let's continue. Final score 122 to 110. Next, we got the Heat versus the Pacers. Jimmy Butler was able to outplay TJ Warren in this one. He says the rivalry isn't there anymore, but Jimmy Butler dropped 28 points and TJ Warren dropped 22 points and 8 rebounds. So, yeah. Next, let's move on to the other game. Final score for the Heat versus the Pacers was 113 to 101. Next, we got the Rockets vs the Thunder. This one is pretty basic. The Rockets were able to edge it out without Russell Westbrook. Not much to say about this one. Good performances all around. James Harden played great. He dropped 37 points. Along with that, Eric Gordon came back for them, dropped 21. Eric Gordon, I think he might have came back a little bit earlier, but he dropped 21. Jeff Green dropped 22. Good performances all around. As for the Clippers side, Chris Paul dropped 20 and Danilo Gallinari dropped 29. Final score 108 to 123. It was a 15-point win. Now let's move on to probably the most interesting win of them all. The Trailblazers beat the Blazers. The Trailblazers beat the Lakers 193. A 7-point loss for them. Carmelo Anthony played pretty okay, but the standout performance here was obviously Damian Lillard. He got 34 points, CJ McCollum with a nice 21, and Carmelo Anthony with 11 points. The Lakers didn't play that good. LeBron played amazing. He had a triple-double, a 23 points, 16 assists. 23 points, 16 assists, and 17 rebounds. Anthony Davis did his thing as well. He dropped 28 points and 11 rebounds. But the real reason they lost was that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Danny Green played absolutely garbage. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope had 1 point in 29 minutes. That's just unacceptable at this point. They really got to work on that. It's almost like, it's really disappointing. Danny Green shot terribly. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope had 1 point, 1 rebound, and 1 assist in 29 minutes. Just embarrassing. But I don't think the Lakers were too happy about this one. So that concludes the review series for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you on the next one. Bye.